Hey there, and welcome to this quick Vizard walkthrough where we unlock the secret to massive content output without the manual grind. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to transform any long video into a stash of ready-to-post short clips. We'll also cover how to automate that posting process so you never have to babysit every single clip again. Managing your content calendar without losing your mind is a huge part of scaling, and we'll tackle that head-on. I'll share a few essential production tricks to ensure the AI actually picks your absolute best, most engaging moments every time. By the end of this, you'll be able to feed Vizard a long interview, talk, or live stream and walk away with polished social clips that genuinely get views. Plus, I'll break down which creators should definitely consider paying for a plan and which ones are totally fine staying on the free tier, so make sure you stick around for that decision point. Getting started is incredibly simple. Step 1 is just signing up and dropping your source video right into the platform. Head over to Vizard.ai to kick off your free trial because there is absolutely no heavy commitment required to test the power. Once you're logged in, the core workflow is almost unbelievable in its simplicity. Upload your long video or just paste a link. Then, you simply let Vizard do its thing as it analyzes the entire file, which is where the magic really begins. It automatically finds those high engagement moments and begins crafting short, platform-ready clips tailored for social media. Crucially, the tool fully supports multi-hour content, meaning you never have to bother splitting those massive files manually ever again. The user interface is designed to walk you through the process effortlessly. Upload, let it analyze, and then preview your clips. That is genuinely the entire sequence. So, what truly sets Vizard apart from every other tool on the market? Let's talk about 3 game-changing features for modern creators. First up is the auto-editing engine, which acts as the genuine brain behind the operation. Instead of manually scrubbing through hours of footage hunting for highlights, Vizard uses complex attention and engagement signals to pinpoint what will perform best. It intelligently looks for emotional reactions, those perfect punchlines, important product reveals, or segments where viewer retention historically spikes. This crucial AI detection layer automatically saves you dozens of hours that would otherwise be lost to tedious manual scrubbing. The second massive feature is the auto-schedule function, which is your ultimate time saver for distribution. You simply tell it how frequently you want to post each week, and Vizard automatically queues and publishes those clips across all your connected platforms. This eliminates the need for any messy download, re-upload process, or tedious spreadsheet juggling ever again. Finally, the integrated content calendar centralizes everything, so you know exactly what's going out and when. From this single view, you can preview scheduled posts, make quick tweaks to the captions, adjust those vital thumbnails, and easily move posts around using simple drag and drop. Now we move to step 2, focusing on customization and truly embedding your unique brand voice into every short. Remember, those initial auto-generated clips are an excellent starting point, but they are absolutely not the finished billboard for your brand. Vizard provides you with incredibly fast editing controls to fine-tune everything precisely to your liking. You can quickly adjust the in and out points, add dynamic subtitles, insert a very brief branded bump, or even retime the clip instantly for a perfect vertical format. A huge time saver is the ability to batch edit captions across multiple clips simultaneously and adjust text styles to perfectly match your established brand guidelines. My absolute favorite part of the customization suite is the subtitle editor's precision, as it detects speakers and provides accurate timestamps. This allows you to clean up awkward punctuation or change phrasing very quickly to make sure every single clip is as punchy as possible. That level of granular control is precisely how you go from a rough automated cut to something that genuinely feels handcrafted, but without spending hours on it. Step 3 addresses the messy reality of multi-speaker content like podcasts, panels, or lengthy interviews where chaos often reigns. People interrupt each other, there's inevitable crosstalk, and the conversational energy can shift dramatically from one second to the next. Vizard handles this complex multi-speaker footage exceptionally well by automatically segmenting the audio based on who is speaking. It also excels at surfacing those specific moments where the energy or the conversational relevance truly spikes up. Even when multiple people talk over each other or you have significant audio overlap, the tool still finds the clear, clean cuts and suggests standalone microclips. Here's a crucial pro tip for maximizing engagement on those candid moments. If 2 people interrupt each other and that exchange is genuinely spicy, you should absolutely leave it in. Those imperfect, real-time interactions often significantly outperform overly nice, heavily scripted lines because they resonate as authentic to the viewer. Moving on to step 4, let's dive into the practical tips for making the AI select even better, higher-performing clips for you. First, try to use face-forward, relatively close-up shots for those key emotional beats because it makes detection much more obvious for the system. Having a steady head position and consistently clear audio drastically helps the AI accurately detect points of vocal emphasis in the delivery. Second, try to keep your overall on-camera energy consistent across the recording, as massive jarring body language shifts can confuse where the AI thinks the actual highlight begins. If your normal style involves a lot of gesturing, that's perfectly fine. Just try not to wildly bounce around in a short 10-second span. Third, if there's a particular joke you absolutely must preserve or a brand term you want to feature, manually edit the subtitles to include that exact, precise wording. Vizard is smart enough to reuse that specific text string for all your future captions and even potential thumbnail text overlays. Regarding the ideal length for maximum shareability, aim for clips ranging anywhere from a tight 15 seconds up to about 90 seconds. While Vizard can certainly generate longer pieces if needed, that short and sharp range is consistently the sweet spot for audience retention. Step 5 covers the final packaging, getting your clips perfectly platform ready with captions, optimized thumbnails, and the right export ratios. With just one click, you get exports in vertical, square, and landscape formats, utilizing smart reframe technology to keep faces centered automatically. You maintain full control to toggle captions on or off, select from various subtitle styles, and download the necessary caption files for every platform. The integrated thumbnail generator intelligently suggests optimal frames, often including overlay text that performs well on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. For those aiming for the absolute top optimization, manually pick the frame where a face is most expressive and pair it with a short, punchy hook title. Vizard can even auto-suggest those initial hook titles based on a direct analysis of the clip's transcript, giving you a fantastic starting point. Let's quickly discuss pricing and which plan you should realistically choose based on your current content output needs. Vizard offers a very useful free tier that is absolutely perfect for testing the platform and seeing if the results meet your expectations. You can upload a few initial videos, utilize the powerful auto-editing engine, create your first clips, and schedule a small, manageable posting cadence. If you are just dipping your toes in, posting maybe 1 to 3 clips weekly while you learn the system, the free plan provides everything you need to succeed initially. For creators who are already serious about scaling their presence, the paid creator plans unlock more uploads and significantly faster processing speeds. These paid tiers also include bulk exports and critically remove any watermarking, immediately turning the tool from a novelty into a real workflow engine. If your operation involves multiple people, the team plans introduce shared workspaces, granular role-based access permissions, and much larger monthly upload allowances. Once you are producing a truly steady and reliable stream of long-form content, the sheer amount of time saved will almost always justify upgrading to a paid solution. Now let's briefly compare Vizard against some of the other editing tools currently available on the market. Some competitors focus heavily on flashy, specialized features like voice cloning or automated multi-language dubbing, which can certainly be impressive. However, those platforms often charge extra per language, or they master one specific element, like lip sync, while leaving the crucial clip selection and scheduling processes clunky and overly expensive. On the flip side, some editors are very cheap, but they completely expect you to do nearly all of the heavy lifting manually, defeating the purpose of saving time. Vizard positions itself perfectly in that sweet spot, offering reliable auto-clipping integrated with an actual functioning publish pipeline. This integration means significantly fewer manual steps and drastically less vendor juggling between different software solutions. In short, if your primary goal is to consistently convert long-form assets into attention-grabbing shorts and publish them without friction, Vizard was specifically built for that exact job. If you absolutely require multi-language dubbing with flawless lip synchronization, those highly specialized tools might still be necessary for you. But if you need a reliable system to maximize your content repurposing into social shorts without friction, this is the platform you should be focused on. Let's discuss the absolute best types of videos you should be feeding into the Vizard system for the fastest, most impressive wins. Fast success typically comes from interviews that contain strong, memorable punchlines or clear, concise moments. Tutorials are fantastic because you can easily clip out individual, actionable tips that viewers can consume quickly. Live streams with genuine documented highlights are another perfect source, as are deep dive podcast episodes featuring those key aha moments. It's less effective, however, for highly stylized cinematic short films where you meticulously care about every single visual detail. For those kinds of projects, you will still absolutely need a dedicated human editor overseeing every frame to achieve that specific artistic vision. But for everyday creators, educators, and marketers sitting on hours of evergreen video content, Vizard is an undeniable force multiplier for your output. What previously consumed an entire day of work can now realistically be accomplished in just one focused hour using this platform. Let's walk through a real-world usage scenario to see the tangible results this system delivers. I recently tested this system by feeding it a standard 45-minute long interview recording. Vizard promptly returned a selection of 20 highly suggested clips, and honestly, about half of those were immediately ready for publication without any further intervention. This included a sharp 20-second hot take, a comprehensive 40-second explainer segment, and a very relatable 15-second reaction moment. I spent a mere few minutes tweaking 2 of the captions, selecting the most engaging thumbnails, and then scheduling them across all my relevant platforms for the upcoming week. The direct result within just a few days was a noticeable boost in engagement because that single episode reached multiple distinct audiences with platform-native edits. Just imagine the content velocity you could achieve every single week without ever needing to hire a dedicated editor to handle this load. This platform fundamentally changes team workflows and collaboration, especially if you work alongside a co-host, editor, or social media manager. The shared workspace feature completely removes the annoying, time-consuming back-and-forth communication that happens over email chains. You can directly tag specific clips for necessary review, leave contextual notes right on the timeline, and assign clear tasks all within that unified calendar view. This seamless process means the person who recorded the original content doesn't have to be the same person who handles the final posting duties. The editor can focus purely on batch creating and polishing, while the social manager simply approves everything and schedules it for the correct time slot. That structured separation of duties is absolutely huge for maintaining quality and consistency across your entire content output. However, it is essential to maintain realistic expectations because no piece of software, no matter how smart, is completely perfect. Vizard's powerful auto editor is incredibly smart, but it won't always grasp the nuances of your hyper-specific niche humor or a very inside joke punchline. You will inevitably need to jump in, review the suggestions, and occasionally reframe a clip yourself just to ensure that crucial hook truly lands with casual scrollers. Additionally, if the source audio quality from your original recording is poor, the accuracy of the automated subtitle detection will naturally decrease. This means that investing in a decent quality microphone remains a very good idea for achieving the best possible results from the AI. Finally, for that hyper-branded content where every single frame must align perfectly with your strict visual mandates, some manual touch-ups will likely still be required. Let's finalize this with a quick, actionable production checklist designed to give you the very best output from the entire system. Always use a decent microphone even though phone mics work. Quieter and cleaner recordings simply allow the AI to edit much better. When filming your source material, aim for face-forward camera angles with only moderate controlled movement throughout the recording session. Keep your key points and individual talking segments concise, because shorter takes make it much easier for the AI to isolate those prime highlight moments. If you are recording very long-form content, proactively mark down timestamps live, or just note the approximate minute marks to flag must-clip segments for the system. Always take the time to review and tighten those AI-generated captions before scheduling, as a small copy tweak can lead to a significantly higher click-through rate. To wrap things up, if you produce long videos but desperately want a steady, high-quality stream of social clips without becoming an editor yourself, Vizard is one of the best tools I've ever seen for that specific task. It's incredibly fast, it masterfully automates the most tedious administrative parts of the job, and it hands you a sane, manageable calendar to keep everything organized. I strongly encourage you to start by testing the free tier with your existing content to validate the results you can achieve right away. If you love what you see from the automated clips, then definitely move up to a creator or team plan so you can scale your operation without getting bogged down in admin hassle. Alright, that concludes this comprehensive rundown of Vizard's powerful features and workflow capabilities. Now, head over to Vizard.ai right now to try it out for yourself, drop in a long video, and immediately see what impressive clips it pulls out. If there's enough interest, I'm happy to follow up with a dedicated video showing a live walkthrough using an actual podcast episode and the exact edits I make. Thank you so much for watching this overview, and I sincerely look forward to seeing you and your new content output in the next video.